is going up.
All right. Are we ready to do
Let's
this?
see. Yeah. I'm just kind of testing
This
it.
will be an easy clip this time.
Should be an easy clip.
Huh.
Let's see. Well, we got to share it too, remember? So, and then Chell, since the stream is live now, you should be able to share it to your people if you'd be so inclined. You know, if you want to promote your pizza delivery work. Just go to like Facebook or whatever and go to the Servitude page and share it. Yeah, if you don't mind. That's what we do, this little pre-show thing, so we can do that. You go to Facebook. At what point do I have to start describing things? You go to Facebook, look up the show Servitude, the show that your friends are on, that I'm sure you've been supporting, and just share it to your people. Say that you're going to be on it.
If you want a little advice, Chell, don't fuck up.
Not if you want to be invited back.
Oh, no, you can still fuck up. Hey!
I don't think we should invite him back if he fucks up.
I don't know. I know him. He's the one guy who I'd invite back if he fucked that. But maybe not. Who knows? Who knows how bad I'll fuck up? Hey, you followed Servitude. That's not bad.
Which, speaking to any of the potential audience out there, today we're going to be talking, we do delivery. Servitude, we do delivery. We're going to talk with one of the major pizza jockeys in this area, Kjell Bjorgen. Major veteran. Almost 2 decades worth service industry. And then a lot of it at Devani's. Some of it at other places we're going to hear about. If while you're watching, if you go, hey, I have a story that I'm sure you've been supporting. And someone's got to turn off their audio there. Today we're going to be talking.
That might be me.
Is it you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Yeah,
very
well,
much.
first time. And what else? Yeah, I mean, call us. You can call us, Chris. Pair up your phone.
Doing it now.
All right.
My preferred time.
It is now pairable.
My preferred time to do it.
And goddamn, we're about to start. We're actually about to start on a fairly regular time scale here.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Very fucking interesting.
We gotta test this phone though. We always have to. All right. So let's see how it is. Okay. So I'm gonna play a little YouTube something just to see. All right. Go.
Hey, Chell, can I get a quick test from you?
Hey there, my friend. Calic and I here, and rather than make some long-winded video telling you about how I've made...
I think it's working.
All right, that sounded good to me. Let's fucking rock.
Right. So just sharing this right now. Sharing this right now, and we're about to start the show.
If you're watching this, you want to call in, you want to tell one of your stories, go ahead and hit us right here at 952-292-7805.
Damn, that sounds like my number.
Who keeps turning on their fucking audio? I don't know. It's all right.
Time to start the show, ladies and gentlemen. Spot sweeping the spots that need it. Once over, just get the big stuff real quick. Not looking for perfection. Just make sure the spots that you sweep look better than when you began. This show is called Servitude, that's why it's called Servitude. Hosted by a server dude and former furniture dude. Who are friends in real life.
In real life.
Servitude.
This isn't just an act.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast that we call Servitude, the podcast about working in restaurants and the wider world of customer service. I am Chris Maddock, your host. 27 years in the waiter, service, cook, back of the house, front of the house industry. My gosh, have I worked everywhere? Well, no, but I'm coming up on 40 places in the last 27 years. I've worked almost 40 places, and those are the ones I can remember.
You're going to get there, boss. I know it.
Back of the house, cooking up the podcast. We got Mr. Gabe Noah, ladies and gentlemen, cooking up what you're all going to be eating tonight.
What up?
Look at him back there, sweating with the oldies.
Tortillas are almost ready. Or
God.
the pizza dough. I'm not sure. She keeps just throwing them up and down.
Gabe, you know, I worked at a lot of different restaurants, back in the house, front of the house. Like, give me your background a little bit.
Well, again, I work at Dairy Queen.
I was laughing at Chell yawning.
3 years. 3 years at Dairy Queen. And then also a year at Fiordalisi's Rustic Inn.
Damn!
But that's only because it would be longer, but I worked a whopping 20 years in the furniture sales on the killing floor at Sleepy Time Mattress and Furniture.
Wow.
Yes.
Must have been like an independent place.
Oh, no, Chris. This is a fairly major chain, 110 stores.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And do we have a guest tonight?
We do have a guest. Tonight's guest, well, what we're going to be talking, I mean, you should introduce him. You're the one who has this starry-eyed background with him.
Well, I do, and I stand behind it 100%. So, as many of you know, Gabe and I took a real solid run at being stand-up comedians. And, well, when I started, our guest tonight was an established stand-up comedian at Acme Comedy Club, and me and my friends used to go watch him, and he was the premier guy to watch, make fun of what it was like to work. What? Was? Well, it still is.
Like, I've reached my prime.
Let me just get through the intro here.
I don't like it.
You had the best bits about working in a restaurant, and you made this sack of bones, grit, and guts that's sitting in this chair today. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm honored.
I'm honored to have you, and I'm honored to be your friend. You were the greatest comic when I started, and just cool. I'm sorry, you were.
Stuff like that.
It really makes it sound like his decline was a lot faster. Yeah.
Well, he's at...
Like the best open mic
Can we edit
around
this?
in 92? Is that what you're saying I was?
No, you were working at Acme, Chell.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, and yeah, thank you.
And all my friends used to come and see you, and you had awesome bits about working in restaurants, such as Bubblegum Shrimp Company. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chell Bjorgen.
I remember a joke that Chell had early on before I was doing stand-up at Acme. And I can summarize it really quickly, and it was because I thought it was just hilarious.
What the hell is Chell doing? What is he doing?
He's on his elliptical.
My elliptical. I gotta lose weight.
Yeah, his body is not what it used to be, like what we're reminiscing about.
Well, I know, but
he's only willing to show his forehead.
I know.
Is it distracting?
You understand that you gotta get on your tippy toes or something.
It would be nice to see his head, I suppose.
Yeah, put it down so we could see at least your your hairy collarbone.
I just don't like an angle.
You didn't like that? Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that angle. But what were we gonna say? What was my best bit?
Oh, you had a bit. You said something about you broke up with this girl and you were uncomfortable because she wanted sex all the time, and then you said, I don't know if it's because she didn't get enough sex as a child or what. So
I don't. What?
Yes. I remember it vividly.
Like that. That's fun. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You said she always wanted to have sex with you, and that made you uncomfortable. You're like, I don't know if she didn't have enough sex as a child or what. It was really funny.
That was funny.
Yes. You were good, remember?
No, you had
I was.
All the bubblegum shrimp stuff. You know, all the stuff you do today. And
well, I appreciate it, you guys. You guys, I trust your judgment. So to hear compliments coming from you guys, is an honor. You know.
Is that
pleasure.
your large penis that keeps going in front of the light that We can't see your face every now and again. It's like shaded. And I don't know we just couldn't see your face for a second. Then
That's all right.
hey, what the hell is that T-shirt there? Is that some?
Whoops! Now we lost him.
No, I'm right here. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. As long as we can hear you, Chell, we're good.
Is that some like Rocky IV?
It's clear he doesn't have a home
It's
studio.
Rocky Four T-shirts. How did you know? That's awesome. Yeah, it's Rocky Four. It's awesome, right?
It is really
Yeah, it is.
cool.
So Chris, we have a comment from Mr. Jeff Maddock. Says, "Hey Chris, remember delivering pizza to the Oak Park Heights prison? Left the truck running, thought they were going to put you in there."
So that is my dad. That's my dad there. So yeah, when I was let's see, was I think 16 or 17 years old. I was working for Little Caesars Pizza, honorably, and I drove to the minimum security area at the Stillwater prison, where I don't know if you folks from all over the world listen to us. So I'll explain to you that Stillwater, Minnesota was the first town in Minnesota. It borders Wisconsin. And Stillwater had the opportunity to be either the capital or to have the prison. They chose the prison. I'm proud. And that's where I grew up. And so I delivered pizza to the minimum security area of the prison in a car that, let's just say, my dad helped me get. And I left the vehicle running with the door open as I went to deliver, with my how, I wouldn't say it was a long hair, but how a janitor will just let his hair grow over his ears. I had that going on, and as a junior in high school, and I'd never seen a guy freak out more in my life. Turn that car off! No! You just like sprinted out to here, and I was already scared when I went in because there were guys lifting weights and looking right at me, and so yeah, that's what happened.
So
What would they tip?
Boy, I don't remember, honestly.
So today's topic is the pizza game. We're talking pizza game. It's a special episode,
And it is a game.
joined by someone who, I mean, we'll talk about more than that, of course, but that's the heart and soul of this episode. And joining us is Chell Bjorgen. How many years, Chell, did you put in at Devani's?
Well, you're not supposed to say the name of it, but
Oh, okay.
no, I don't care. I don't know.
Yeah, I hate to affect your ability to get a
5.
job back at Devani's.
Well, you never know. You never know. I'm in my dad's basement on his elliptical. I'm 47 years old. You never know.
This is my hero, by the way.
5-6 years, maybe 7 tops.
Okay.
Yeah, we set low standards for each other.
So
But in comparison to waiting tables, delivering pizzas was such a step up and not having to deal with people that I loved it for when I first started.
Totally.
yes. No, and I mean, and I remember you saying that for sure. I mean, like, he's really happy delivering pizzas. And then
Yeah,
you told me
it's
how much
sad
money you were
that-
making, and it was like the same amount that I was making at Sleepyland, which fucking pissed me off. Because in my view, Sleepyland was a real career, even though it's just absurd too.
No, that was
Isn't that
just
shame?
you were caught up in the Detroit Lakes like status scene.
Yeah, big time. Let's. I'd like to do a little where we talk about little thing we like to call hot juice. Hot juice.
That's a bunch of hot, juicy gossip that we got coming on from this local scene in service industry. Are you ready?
That's right. So
Can you handle the heat and the juiciness? All right. So I put up a post. It said, I said, this is what I said. I'm starting a list of the bars/restaurants that I've worked at in the last 28 years. I'm at 35 so far. Anyone have me beat or close? Question mark. And oh boy, did it get hot.
So, are you reading the first one or not? 24 years in the industry. It's no. Okay.
Yeah. So, No, not that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Why do I want to read this one? I'm 37 years in the service industry for 21 years and have worked at 2 restaurants and 1 bar as a server. Guess I'm one of the lucky ones and am able to find good places to work. 1 in 5 years, 4 jobs. I don't know why I chose this.
Basically, you found out other people were not working as many jobs as you.
Pretty much all of them. Let's just put it that way, right?
Hold on, were or were not? We're not.
We're not. No.
Right.
I'm in a lone group here.
My understanding also, because you're pretty much my touchstone on this, was that people are very transitory in that job, in service.
So I thought.
Right.
So anyway, you go to the next one. The one. Here we go. So I'm at 24 in 20 years. Can anyone beat 16 different Applebee's locations? I want to talk to this person. 16 different Applebee's locations. I want to know the difference in the Applebee's locations.
That's just transferring, though. I don't think that counts.
I don't think it does.
You've worked way more than that guy.
For sure.
Yeah, Maddox, can I ask you, did you say you worked at how many different restaurants?
Well, I'm approaching about 40 right now.
Why so many? Why is such a high turnover for you?
Well, I took.
He has anxiety and attention deficit disorder.
No, I have a dream. I have a dream about being a stand-up comedian. And a lot of times the dream took me to North Dakota, and then I had to come back and find another job.
Oh, okay. So you just stitched out on your shifts. I see.
Yeah. And then I'm a slow learner as well.
That also that can hold people back. You also believe in
really?
limitation.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think that's sort of like something that can hinder someone's like sort of progress?
There's just so many. You're also confronted by so many limitations. You know, I've never met a man. So many.
Not physical.
No, none physical or detectable.
So where do they come from?
I don't know. No one can figure it out.
I guess we'll never know.
Yes, Colin Brown. That is Chell's dad's elliptical.
Yeah.
We got a comment there, Chell.
No, I really there was a bunch of times where I I was like, oh, I can go 2 weeks, doing comedy here, and they were like, you can't leave, and I was like, well, yes, I can. And so I just left.
I did think it was a job.
Right on,
people, yeah, that like people got fired and left and went to different places more often.
Yeah, but I'm while not commercially successful, critically acclaimed.
Can we talk about the flare tender?
What's that? With Chell?
So yeah. This
Absolutely.
is a little hot juice thing that we had.
Oh, sweet.
This was from the hot juice column. It said, here's a little tip for getting those check averages up. Try asking appetizers for any of you geysers. Appetizers for any of you geysers? Let's make some days out there, folks. And then the best part was the next, someone commented on it. And then the next comment is, the pictures of Christian Delpac. He is one of the best flair bartenders in the world. The pic is from a training video he did. He used apples to demonstrate. Jeff Rogers. Took long enough for someone to recognize one of the most famous bartenders in the world. Of course, it was J-Ro. But I just, so I was intrigued who this guy was. So I wanted to learn about the world of flare tending. Have you guys ever worked with a flare tender?
This. This is still a thing?
I mean, apparently.
Chell, do you have a strobe light going on? What's happening here? Are you watching like
It's the TV.
A battle scenes from
TV.
Hold on, here he is flare tending.
Yep. So I like everything but the look on his face.
That's the only thing I like.
And the bun in his hair.
What's this?
Why does he have to have that look on his face? Why?
My take on this is that, well, here, look at this one. That. Yep. The nodding his head makes me want to fucking puke.
Yeah. There's just Why does it? Why do they all do so much to take away? Is there just a light that you can put on in the room, Chuck?
Yeah. Sure.
The wristband here. Hang on, let me turn up the sound on this shit. Okay.
Like, why do they have to do? So, I've had this observation for myself from like Cirque du Soleil rollerbladers. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why do they have to be so dorky? Like, why do they have to have like the most unappealing haircut / dangly earrings / ooh.
Okay.
Why do they have to do that while they do it? It's amazing. Yes.
You and this guy walk into a bar. You're unmarried, let's say, and you're going against the same pack of women. Who do you think comes out on top?
I get the one cool chick. He gets a bunch of chicks who regret what they did.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's what disturbs me. His confidence it draws you in. But as far as I'm concerned, I would rather...
Draws you in, bro.
Would you rather be good at doing what he's doing there? Like, to think there's many nights that he had to forego other activities, go like, no, dude, I got to fucking practice for flare tender.
Well, he didn't.
I got nationals.
I wouldn't put it that way. I would say he was forced to. He didn't have to. He was forced to.
Why?
By his fucking facial expressions and haircut. He had nothing else to do.
I wish I had this. Hang on, he's feeling it right now.
But there is an energy. There's an energy and a vibe that these guys have. Like I said before, it's like the Jeremy Corbell of ufology, where they all have the douche jeans, douche hair, and just kind of when they hold out the menu, like if they're gonna point something out, they hold out like their hand like that. They point it out like Bullmore.
Yes. Well put. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, exactly. If they could, they would use their man bun to point at the goddamn menu.
Have you guys ever worked with a flare tender?
Yeah, it's the same kind of guy that sits down at the table, people.
But, well, I guess I'm asking because I'm curious if they make a lot more money.
They better.
I don't. It seems like no one gets their drinks.
Here's the thing.
You know, they're just...
Right. No one gets their drinks. Because he's fucking playing with them the whole time.
Yeah.
So when I went up to Alaska, I was in a bar that had it was like 12 bars in one bar. It was this really big place. And the bar, they all had flare tenders, but none of them had man buns. None of them had leather wristbands.
Soul patch?
If a soul patch was there, it wasn't significant. But what the deal was is that it made me realize that their kick-ass flare tending is fucking cool. If you're not a guy like that, I mean, why can't we just have style? Why does it always have to be like this you know, I have to shave the sides of my head underneath my long hair and then tie it back to prove to you that this part's shaved. It's just so weird to me.
Put it this way. Would you rather, this is where I put this guy. This is exactly, I would rather, would you rather be good at this or do a nunchucks display? It's almost the exact same skill set, right?
It is.
But at least you're a threat with the nunchucks.
Yes, exactly.
At least you can fucking defend yourself.
A threat to your girlfriend.
Right. As long as he could as much time as he put into flare tending, he could have put it into fucking nunchucks.
How do you put that much time?
You're right.
How do you put that much time into a skill and still my fucking best lady won't look at you?
The movie Cocktail is 35 years ago now. And he's still fucking riding it out.
It's of course it's very skillful, but it's no, you know, it's like a rollerblader. Who cares? Get on a skateboard.
Well, rollerblading shreds, but yeah. Let's. What do you say we get in a little bit of a little thing called Forensic Yelp?
Let's do it. Forensic Yelp, ladies and gentlemen, where we go deep. insignificant into Yelp reviews. Can you believe that Chell is still working out? I can.
No. I'm impressed by his endurance. So today we have a pizza themed episode. So let's see here. Let me get myself. So we have a pizza themed episode. So I went through and I grabbed some Yelps at a place sort of like what Chell might have worked at. I don't know. Look at this place. This is Devani's Pizza. 5-star review.
Nice.
Beautiful cuisine. The only thing I would change is adding an elegant caprese to the menu.
Is this the Edina location?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Get out of town. You did not guess that.
Did you guys ever consider adding an elegant caprese? Like, I know I'm not saying that right.
Caprese.
Caprese. An elegant caprese.
And how about, you know what? I would just say if it's Devani's, it doesn't even have to be elegant. Just any caprese.
Nah, but you might as well make it elegant.
Might as well make it elegant.
There. This one I like. This is just another quick one.
As my father always said, who's listening to the show, you're going to do something, make it elegant.
This location in particular. Whoops. This location in particular is a well-oiled machine. As I got the chance to witness firsthand as I waited for my order, which was 20 minutes delayed after the fact when they told me it was going to be done when I phoned ahead. Well-oiled machine. 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
The pizza, now this is one that led to a question, I think, for me. But, no. This is the one where the very last sentence threw me off. Go ahead, Chris, read this one.
However, right?
Sure.
Starting at however?
Yeah.
However, they have awesome hoagies. Salads.
Oh, no. I guess at the beginning, yeah.
Wait, where do you want me to start? I'm sorry.
Just at the beginning of it.
Oh. This pizza is either love or hate. Personally, I dislike it.
What does that mean?
It means...
Did you say that they said this pizza is either love or hate?
Yes. Precisely.
Yeah.
Right. It's very hard to extrapolate some of these. That's part of the challenge.
Right.
Oh, here, let me get back there. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So it was a great question, Chell, and now I'm going to try it again. This pizza is either love or hate. Personally, I dislike it because there's too much sauce.
4-star review, by the way.
And the sauce has chunks of tomato in it. I'm sure many people prefer it that way. That's must have been one of the stars. However, they have awesome hoagies, salads, breadsticks, and pasta there. So I recommend the place in spite of the pizza. Too bad they don't serve Pepsi.
That's my favorite fucking line at the end.
So I could have Mountain Dew with
my meal.
With my meal. Did they say my meal?
Yeah, with my meal.
Oh, I hate the word meal.
Too bad they...
I hate the word meal. It sounds like a nutritional paste that you're supposed to suck on until you're full.
Yeah, it really does.
You know, people they don't like the word moist.
Meal?
I don't care about moist. I don't like the word meal.
Morsel?
Well, you don't like morsel?
Morsel's disgusting.
I don't think so.
That's funny. All right.
Do not order from this place. I asked to not put mayo on my sandwich, and they still added mayo. When I called to get it fixed, the manager asked me to pay for the sandwich again. This is a horrible place to order from. I would suggest going to other Devani's. I will never order from them again. Update. While eating sandwich... oh shit. This is the one where they found the rock in their sandwich. Damn it. Hang on. God damn it. There we go. Update. While eating sandwich, I found that a couple of rocks were present in the sandwich. They would never fix the sandwich and ask to pay again. Update again in replying to Devani's. I know you don't have rocks in your sandwiches, but you shouldn't have put them in mine.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Love Shelby Organ. I mean, that could be a comedian writing that.
Yeah, just as a little...
Yeah. It sounds like there's some trollish elements to it.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure there's some. But so then what we'll do is we'll do a deeper dive on one, which in fact happens.
I love this.
In another one here. So first of all, do you get a lot of, I was surprised by some of the complaints when we did this, like a lot of too much sauce, too much, just minor things here. In fact, this is another one I'll put up real quick. Is this one's got...
Is this one from Chicago?
Oh, yeah, I tried. So there was this dude that I found that was that intrigued me, to say the least. Tom D. This is Yelp. He says, go ahead, Chris. I love the new location and the soda machine. The pizza has slipped quite a bit. It was so much better then. This was a Mr. Steak originally, my first job. So I was like, this guy, his need to fucking tell people that it used to be a different restaurant and he worked there. So I was like, oh, this guy's, got a different way of looking at Yelp. So I started looking into him deeper, and I found this great review from him at, let's see, McDonald's. Oh, no, here it is. Son of a bitch.
Hey, Chell, before there was the app Yelp, what did the word mean?
I thought it was like a dog barking.
Yeah, exactly. It was. I always described it as what happens when you kick a dog.
All right, Chris, this one's all yours.
All right.
This is Tom D, so I followed him over to McDonald's to see how he reviewed.
All right, so this is Tom D's review of McDonald's. I went there today for the Spanish bacon burger. I think that they used the old beef, not the never frozen beef. The burger was a mess when it got to me. The other components of the burger were okay, except the onions were all over the inside of the box. The staff at the store was below average, with the exception of the food runners and table cleaners who are developmentally disabled. And they are very professional.
Why? Like, why would you fucking do that?
It's the not so subtlest dig.
I just can't figure out. I can't figure out his game. I don't know where he's going with that.
Do you have a last name, or is it just his first name?
Tom D.
No, they get the D.
Yeah, we got Tom D. But I did follow. I clicked on his. I wish I had the picture for it, but it said that he's looking for good food and women.
Good food and what?
Good food and women.
Women.
I'm telling you, man, I can't figure this motherfucker's game. Why point out the developmentally disabled thing? Especially like this is shit.
It's clear.
This place sucks.
It's so clear that he's trying to do a dig on like.
And they are very professional.
The non-developmentally disabled people. He's totally like
right.
Like it's so
the
bad.
Developmental. How do you know they didn't make the food too? It sounds like it. Yeah. Boy, thanks.
Yes.
Well, I love that he went there with purpose. Like he was going to McDonald's to get that. What was that called? The Spanish, like the
Spanish bacon burger.
Like he made plans. Like he was like, I'm gonna go have this specialty burger
Yeah.
at McDonald's. It's such a bizarre, like.
I went to have a special dinner.
Right? No, he's going to find himself at McDonald's instead of simply find himself at McDonald's. Like,
I'm going to have my special meal.
Yeah.
Meal.
Oh, by the way, have you heard of a Spanish bacon burger at McDonald's? I haven't.
No, I'm fascinated.
Yeah, it was a couple of years back.
Oh.
I mean, it was a couple of years back. It was a little bit before the Travis Scott meal.
If exercise really helps, your brain work too. So like, if you should ask a guy on an elliptical. It's better than Google.
Yeah.
It's better than Google.
Yeah. Do it. Come on.
All right.
So,
what's John Elway's middle name?
Hey, Chell, can you read these? Do you want to read one?
I can't.
Okay, too small?
Too small.
Okay, that's fine. Chris, you want this one?
Sure. Becca K, 1 star. This is the worst Domino's pizza I've ever had in my entire life. What's the oldest Becca in the world? I think that's a valid question to answer right now.
34?
Okay, so in her entire life, as much as 34 years old.
Yeah.
So bad I might not order Domino's ever again. So that she's keeping that door open.
Yes.
First, they did not bring our 2-liter pop. She's from Minnesota. That we ordered
Rookie
and paid
mistake.
for. Second, the pizzas were practically raw and cut into the most uneven pieces that you can imagine. Third, they forgot
polygons.
They forgot the marinara sauce.
One of my pieces is a tetrahedron.
For our garlic bites. We could hardly eat the food. It was also misshapen and bad.
It was practically raw. We could hardly eat the food.
Man. My entire Becca life.
Mm-hmm.
Like Grandma Becca. Like she had a long life at all. How many Beccas don't have the teen at the end of their age?
This is one that I just thought of, Chell, for questions, sort of more of an interview question, but it's terrible customer service. We paid an extra $4 for dipping sauces, and they didn't even bring it on the delivery. Called them back, and the manager said they won't drop off only dipping sauces, even though we paid for them. Waste of money.
One useful, one funny. Zero cool.
Right. I've had to drop off dipping sauces over and over again. Strictly go back to drop off dipping sauces. That's a lie.
Well, this is Domino's. So you guys were a cut above, to be sure.
Yeah, that's why you're beating them.
But yeah, that is something I can relate to, ordering pizza and just like, okay, how I like pop, and I like to drink some pop, and my wife wouldn't stock pop in our house, so sometimes I'd order pizza and I'd order a Coke, like can of Coke, and I'd just be like, oh God, I really want that Coke, and they wouldn't bring it, and it really would be one of the most difficult decisions for me to just like, fuck, I can't call and complain or say anything about this, but I want that Coke so bad, it's just disappointing. But I'd never fucking call on that. That would seem absurd.
I don't know. I kind of was like, I get it. Because I was the same way. I love that Coke. So I'm like, I forgot it. I take responsibility, take accountability.
Yeah.
But here's when you would.
That's why you're one of the greats.
Here's the one thing that was weird when I would drop off, like deliver a pizza to this guy. He would always order 3 12-packs, which cost like $40. But
did you have to set it on his front stoop and then watch his arm reach out of the cracked door and grab it and leave the money? Did you leave the wadded up money there? Or
no,
what?
he would buzz you in his apartment complex, and then he'd stand outside the door at the end of the hall, and so you'd have to walk just staring at this guy holding all his sodas and they just stare at you the entire time. It was the most. Every time you'd have to stand there and just walk down the hall while this guy stares at you and waits.
Right.
You know, you guys don't think that's weird?
Yes.
I do absolutely think that's weird.
I thought it was a funny story.
It was.
I mean, yeah.
It was hilarious. I'm already calling my friends about it.
So actually, no, you remind me of something though, that like you do have a more uniform experience when you're a bartender or a waiter, but when you're a delivery driver, you have to deal with people who don't go out.
Going to people, right?
You're
Holy
right.
shit!
You know
Going
what I mean?
to people's houses and a lot of gross houses.
And that thing that I just said about like the person's arm like reaching out, that is a thing that I know about. I didn't actually experience, but I knew that like everyone at Pizza Luce where I worked had to deliver to this person who was a complete shut-in, who you had to put the. I mean, this is like, 12 years before COVID, you had to put the pizza at the doorstep, and then you had to like you'd watch the door open and they go, and then they like.
What's the scariest experience you've ever had going to someone's house or walking up on it?
Yeah, did you ever feel in danger?
Or threatened?
God, did I ever feel danger? No, I never. No, I was always.
Can you turn off your auto tune?
I never felt danger though. No, I wish I had some fun story.
No, that's fine. Yeah,
What?
I mean, I'm just asking. What's the most any regulars that like stick out to you? Just like people who order weird shit or I don't know. I used to get annoyed.
Yeah, there's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy who order all the time. He'd order like 6 bottles of water and a 6-pack as well. It was just weird.
6-packs of
what?
what?
He would tip you in old DVDs, like Sprite, and then he would 6-pack of what? Why do you want 6-pack of Sprite? But he would tip you in old DVDs from the 90s. He's like, here's this DVD of movies you've never heard of, and he would just that's. And like greeting cards, that was his tip every time.
I've never even thought to ask about how people tipped you. I mean, that's fucking great. What?
Wait, how did he tip you?
In what manner? With old DVDs.
Oh, that's how he
Old
tipped you?
DVD.
Jesus Christ. You're kind of cutting out. Sorry, I lost you for a sec. He tipped you in old DVDs? What DVDs?
Every time. There are movies you'd never heard of that never were. They had like major actors, but they weren't like big hits. So, but I've never heard of any of them.
Like some Nick Cage movies and shit like that. Yeah, like there's a bunch of those now.
So wait, were there any that you enjoyed?
Did you just go and throw them in the garbage right away?
I didn't watch any.
What? Why not? They have famous actors in them.
Because it doesn't have a
garbage.
DVD player.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta have a UFOs or like it'd be so bad that it's gotta be like Night Creep or something.
What's the biggest
Like
tip? What's the biggest tip that you ever got as a delivery driver?
Like 130.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, a big one.
How many pizzas did you deliver on that one?
Hold on. How much was it? I was just reading this comment from Colin Brown. I'm sorry.
He said 130, and I assume he meant bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big was the
it
order?
was like a 20 pie order.
20 pies?
20 pie, yeah.
Shit. Chell, extra anchovies. Name the movie. Pizza related. From Colin Brown.
Extra anchovies. Extra anchovies? I don't know what that is.
I'm guessing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I don't know.
It's a good guess.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good guess. It's got to be an 80s flick.
Yeah. Or maybe Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay, so I used to interview on my other show, Profession Confession. We had a hotel guy in once, and he talked about a major thing in room service was women answering the door nude, and that he was totally. He said, and I've spoken to multiple hotel people after this. He was under the impression that this is truly a thing. That there's a big subsect of women who enjoy doing this to, like, they get sexual power or gratification from making the people uncomfortable for answering the door nude. And when I was in college, we were friends with a stripper, and we had her answer the door nude when the pizza guy would come, so we'd get free pizza, and it worked like 3 times. I mean, it was, and yeah, I don't know, any experiences of that nudity or a porn?
No, I mean,
porn
that
situations.
does psychologically, that actually does make sense psychologically for like. I think it's important that women empower themselves, and they need to do that more often. You know, if like answering the doors naked, for sure.
Yes,
I'm all about empowerment. But I'd never, not once have ever had that.
Really?
Not once.
You never had a girl say, "Do you deliver anything else besides that pie?"
Extra sausage,
Right.
pepperoni up your bony.
Right. Oh no, this
Stuff-
pepperoni was
yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
have
yeah.
extra sausage on it, and it doesn't have any.
Does this green pepper? Something like that. You're still working out, huh?
How bad do you want
Yeah,
it?
I'm trying to think of a funny story.
No, that's okay. How about how about any I don't know, like
Oh yeah, you know
Oh, go ahead.
the guy. Have you seen it? You've seen the viral video. The viral video. It sounds like a.
I see all the
guy-
viral
kid
videos.
that did the IKEA video, where that kid is going off on the employees at IKEA.
No.
You didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
Oh God, it's it made me angry because it's so funny, but it's so true. It's like I would have people call and like, you know, when you hear someone, if you work in a restaurant or retail and you answer the phone, you just hate whoever's on the. It doesn't matter
Yes.
who it is, you're gonna hate them.
No
And
doubt.
then you hear her voice, and it's just like, "Hi, this is Linda." It's when they announce who they are. That's really you. I don't care who you are. Butler's there, and they would order like 2 or 2 gluten pizzas, and then complain that it was so expensive. And it's like I was always trying to work on a bit about how their anger is so misdirected. Like they're like, 2 pizzas is $48. That's ridiculous. I'm like, I'm not the guy setting the prices. I'm answering the phone. And my T-shirt says there's no business like dough business.
So
I'm not the guy who shoots up.
You'd wear a T-shirt saying, "There's no business like dough business."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So can I think I have something relevant here.
Oh, I got a good one after you.
I found myself being the person who was yelling at you recently. And that was when what?
He said, "What?
Wow.
What? How could you? Because we're all the same, Chal. No, I believe me, I'm not proud of it. I found myself at the airport carrying the same things that I brought to Portland, Oregon for no money. And all of a sudden, the same bag, they're like, "No, you have to pay $50. And I'm like, I just brought this for the same amount of money. And so I found myself getting so angry that I actually, I did direct it, hopefully reserved at least a little bit toward some of the, the people who didn't deserve it.
No, that's fair. Don't be too hard on yourself. You gotta go out someone. If they're enforcing that, you let them have it. You're okay. You're okay, Matt. Don't beat yourself up.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Felt
Yeah.
because I felt bad ever since then.
Okay, I got a question. What is the most? So, this is something that Maddock and I have talked about a lot with service industry jobs, retail type jobs. What's your feelings on embarrassment in that industry, especially because you're a pizza delivery boy, man?
Especially.
Yeah.
And that. So, as a furniture salespeople, person,
They have a lot of pride.
I've had
Inherent.
I've had exes come in with their very successful husbands to order, and I come out like a jack in the box and like, "Hey, welcome to Sleepyland. Can I help you find something?" And then it's like, "Oh my fucking God." Did you have any experiences like that?
Yeah. I delivered a pizza to my ex-girl. I didn't know it was my ex-girlfriend because she is married, but she answered the door. And it was the girl I dated in high school.
Oh
and,
my God, I'm gonna die for you.
Dude, I mean, oh man, yeah, go, baby, go.
Sorry. Yep.
luckily I recognized it right when she opened the door. So I kind of, head down with the hat and changed my voice and said, there you go. Okay. And I don't know if she ever saw me or not, but it was John, and it was brutal. Like I still feel it in my bones.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Oh yeah.
She dumped me. Like she dumped me after the summer. It was like the worst of all things. It was like no wonder I
thought
dumped
she'd get to dump me again.
That's
like
how my
nice
experience
big
was.
house
Dude,
with
yeah.
2 kids.
If my dad is watching, when I was 12 years old, we had moved from St. Paul to Stillwater, and my dad and my older brother had said, "You're gonna dress up and we're gonna go trick-or-treating." And I'm 12, I'm going, I'm too old. And they made me do it, right? And there was this girl I had a crush on when I just moved there, because school starts in September. This is October. And I dressed up as the Joker. and they're going like, God, like they're drinking. They're going, go ahead.
What a fucking asshole.
They're going, go ahead, knock on the door. And I knock on the door, and it's the girl I have a crush on with
shit.
all of her friends who are handing out candy to the children. And I went, ah! And I ran and I hid in a bush, and I hear my dad going, "Oh, we just moved in down there. That's my son, Chris." I'm going, oh God.
Oh my fucking God.
Brutal.
It's one of the
Holy
best.
shit.
Oh no, Dad, if you're watching, it's one of the best memories of my life.
Oh, it's great, but it's just so fucking humiliating.
Oh, I mean, at the time, sure, and now, but whatever.
Yeah, well, you got a decent podcast story out of it.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I wouldn't trade my life for the world.
Oh, of course. But that's so fucking funny. Like that, especially dressing up as the Joker. That is such a hey, I'm fucking cool. Yeah, I'm 12, but I'm a little...
Hey, Tim Burton.
I'm edgy.
This is 1989.
Oh my God. I can, you know what? The only thing that I can, I'm not trying to trump stories, but I have one more embarrassing. It's not as good as that one.
Lay it on us.
But it's that, so I got my first bout with chlamydia when I was
12?
Freshman at St. Thomas University. And my friend.
12, he was a genius.
My friend and I happened to share a woman that he got it to, and we happened to be we were the best friends at this school. So we were the two out of town kids from at St. We didn't know when he went to St. Thomas that they all go to fucking high school together and whatever. So it's me and my friend Brand come from Detroit Lakes, and everyone's like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" No one wanted to talk to us. We just drank in our dorm by ourselves constantly. There's this one girl who I kind of fell in love with at the lunch. Oh, yeah. Drinking a Hot 100, just getting obliterated by ourselves. Just watching Dr. Katz on Comedy Central. But,
great show.
Hey, man,
a great show.
You need those college experiences.
But truly, just getting obliterated for 20 nights straight in your room by yourselves, no friends. So there's this girl, we finally start getting ingratiated into this St. Anthony Academy kids table, and they're all beautiful because all their parents work at fucking wherever beautiful people's parents work, and there was this one girl who's kind of quieter. Looking back, she was so out of my league, it's absurd. But I started eye jabbing her and thinking God, I think she likes me too. Well, Brant and I get chlamydia, and I didn't know what to do. So we go to the Red Door Clinic downtown Minneapolis, shout out. And right as we push the door to open it, we bang it into another person. And it's this girl who I had a fucking crush on. And I mean, it was fucking the blood just runs out of your entire body, like just, what are you doing? Are you here picking on people too? Or and like, I mean, it was just like
You're not both there for the same reason, right?
Well, you'd think, right? So at first, like, I'm mortified, and then she leaves, and she like dipped her head and like walked out fast. So then me and Bran are like, hey, maybe we won. Like, she's so embarrassed that like we don't have to be as embarrassed.
She thinks we're cool for being here.
But then we realize, oh fuck, we hang out together constantly all the time, drinking in our room, and now we show up to a chlamydia clinic together. Like, that's not gonna help in the rumor mill at St. Thomas University. Or like, people think we're gay anyway. And now we're at a fucking STD clinic together. Not too many straight male guys do that together, but
not arm in arm, that's for sure.
Right. No, we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, as they
My
say.
favorite part of that story, Gabe, is how you describe how you and your friend had to share the girl.
Well, we weren't good enough to get them on our own.
You had to.
We were forced to share women. Times were tough back then. You had to share
like
women.
It's like the Great Potato Famine.
I have a fucking.
Get a rash.
It was the Great Asian Woman Famine. Sorry, I had a fetish, but so did Brant. Okay, Chris stopped having fun, but I did.
No, I'm still having fun.
It's okay.
I'm having fun. Asian women have a big fetish for me. So
Asian women have a big part of my heart and my browser history.
So I get it. I get it.
I got another review here.
Chell is giving us the yawn of approval.
I just took an Adderall too. That's what happens. I take Adderall and I yawn.
Yeah. Cool. Just keep all that for
Are
yourself.
you doing internet dating?
Don't bring any of that down to the studio or anything.
Chris, go ahead and read this one.
Okay. 2-star review here.
I just go to open mics and I sell aspirin.
Let me get this straight. I love Domino's Pizza. Tonight I ordered 2 pizzas that had hardly any sauce.
Too much sauce, too little sauce. Hard to win.
Quite disappointed considering I get Domino's often. Also, everybody piece had a bubble. Not ideal.
Not ideal.
What did I say? What was that last word?
Also, everybody piece had a bubble. Not ideal.
Wait. Zero funny, 1 useful, 0 cool.
Is that a big thing? Like, did you ever get people complaining about bubbles on the pizzas?
Yeah, bubbles is never a thing. Bubbles was never a thing.
That's so
awesome.
funny to me for some reason. I never would have guessed that was a thing.
It's not like...
Well, I love that you're doing this because it does capture the mentality of Americans, of the world we live in now. They're all like little kids. They're all like children.
Totally.
They can't even cut. They can't cut. You can't cut something like it's cut. That means it's done. You can't eat it.
It's like
it's cutting a word.
It's like
weirdest shapes.
It's like they assume that like there must be no toppings where that bubble was. No, the toppings just got like sort of dipped over onto the other sides of the bubble. The weight is there, America. Like the weight of the food, like you get all the food. You know, there's no black olives you're missing because of that bubble. They just like the bubble happened. They dipped over the sides of the bubble.
All right,
play the song, Gabe.
I got a new one. This is. All right, ready?
I was born ready. Right. Chell, get your heart rate. Get your heart rate up. Here we go.
My girlfriend and I ordered 2 separate pizzas from this place last night. after she ate her pizza, she got halfway through it and then felt awful. After she ate her pizza, she felt
they each have their own
awful.
pizza.
She threw up multiple times. We called the manager this morning to let them know that it was either the pepperoni or the green pepper that was on the pizza. All he did was say, okay, well, we'll check it out. There was no, I'm very sorry that happened to you, or anything a manager should say after someone ate their food and got food poisoning from it. Very disappointed in Domino's. After she ate her pizza.
They each ordered their own pizza.
Yes! Fucking slobs. She ate a whole goddamn large pizza and then
just
puked.
A bunch of slobs. That's right. It's a bunch of slobs.
She ate a large pizza and then puked her guts out and then had the nerve to call Domino's the next day.
It was a large pizza?
Yeah, Wall-E is. You never thought Wall-E was the movie that was the best predictor of what the future is going to be, and it is. Everyone's just fat, double, triple chins, and just sitting on a chair, and they don't do anything.
How many times did you show up to people's houses and like the people who ordered the pizza were just beautiful? I mean, often or not? Like I truly don't know.
I mean,
no.
Since you saw their naked bodies.
Right.
Yeah. They're never. I mean, no. I don't remember one delivery where I thought the person was really, really attractive.
Not even at a prison?
Yeah. You know what? I take it back. As a person, for sure.
Because those guys lift weights. There's some beautiful men there.
How about hoarders and stuff like that? Ever homes that just made you sick?
Yeah, there was one. There was. It was like more of cat. It was cat pee.
Yeah.
It's because of her cat pee.
Did you ever destroy some property accidentally on their property? Like
Oh yeah.
You did?
I reversed out my Nissan Juke, and there's a big tree, and it was like snowy, so I couldn't see where the driveway was. It was dark, and I guess I just started right at the back of the car and reversed into the tree. So I tore off my back panel and left it in their yard.
That's exactly what I did, dude. Seriously, I had a GMC Jimmy, and I just wasn't looking. I just completely cadouged their fucking tree.
Yeah,
he goes, just get out of here! Just get out of here!
I look at my car when I got back. I'm like, oh, my whole panel's gone.
Did they make you? You said you wore a T-shirt that said what? I'm all about the dough.
There's no business like dough.
There's no business like dough business. That's so much worse.
There was a whole bunch of them. There was we need the money. You need the dough. Right.
Were there like what?
I want a team of people thinking of that.
I want to mine this the embarrassment factor a little more with this because I feel like it's a rife subject with a pizza delivery boy.
Yeah.
What did you think as a pizza delivery man? When you saw because you see this all the time, and it's so weird because if I see a 45-year-old pizza delivery guy, there might be a little bit of judgment coming from me, right? Like to where I'm like, I'm not going to ask him for stock tips or whatever, right? But when you see the 60, 70-year-old guys, I actually have this very weird, I mean, really, if I'm being honest, it's probably more like a sympathy thing where I want to be extra respectful and nice to them, I guess. How did you feel when you saw those 60-year-old guys delivering pizza? Would you ever be like, fuck, this can't be me? Or would you go like, that's not such a bad life?
Yeah, there is that. Is this it?
Right.
Like, is this where I'm going to be? And it's a hard reality to face because, I don't.
Why?
Some people like it. I don't know why. We tried to get into this on my other. I did a podcast with the guy I work with, and
I remember
we
that.
talk
Yeah.
about what it's like to go like your family reunion
Oh, fuck.
every year, and they're like,
It's
"What
hard
are
to
you
be a
doing now?"
comedian, dude.
It's such a
Delivering
stigma,
pizzas.
dude.
Yeah, it is. There's a stigma to it, and it's like it sucks, and it's
and yet you were making same amount of money at me, like at a job that was completely embarrassing. You know, like I was also mortified doing that job, but that was more my expectations. Other people weren't. Like, in fact, I would bristle at it way more than other people, right? Like where, well, fuck. I don't know if you ever did this. Tell me if you have a story like this. When I worked at Sleepyland, I said once where someone went like, where like a customer came in and go, "Hey, you know, how are you guys doing? Having a great day?" And I said, "Well, about as great a day as 5 people who didn't have their dreams come true can." Like, and one of the guys I worked with goes, "Ooh, ouch, come on." Like he got super like offended, sort of like,
yeah.
And I just thought like, come on, we all know we're fucking losers. We're working at we're 50 fucking years old working at a fucking furniture store. You know, like,
you know that
no one dreamt about this.
That Irish restaurant I worked at with our mutual friend, we used to only communicate in those terms. I'd show up in the morning and I'd go, "Hey, Isaac, how you doing?" He go, "Oh, living the dream." We'd laugh because that's what everyone said all the time. Because they said it sarcastically, like, "Living the dream," and it's like, why not?
There is, yeah. The guys I worked with, I think, were on the same page when it came to that, and just like,
Sorry,
even though it's honest work, but it's still like it's not fun to go to every family reunion and say, what they always ask, "What are you doing?" You're like, "I'm delivering pizzas."
Yeah, but check out. But
how many people said like because you're a comedian? How many people went, "Yeah, come on"? And then you told them, "No, like really, that's what I'm doing."
Well, or like it's like, but I'm also like, you know, like meditating every day and figuring out the nature of my mind.
Well, and also,
yeah, right. Oh, you fucking idiot! You're getting me. Yeah, Mr. Pepperoni.
I'm learning a language on the car. I got audio, and I'm learning how to speak Italian.
Sounds
so I'm
great.
making the most of it.
Right, right.
No,
but you're delivering
not. You're
pizzas at the end of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta learn how to pronounce mozzarella. Pepperoni.
Mozzarella. A nice, elegant
spaghettios. Alphabet soup.
Yeah, it's funny. There was always that, you know. Oh, right. You know, when they ask you, like, "Yeah, still different pizzas." All right, and it's kind of like, it's that conversation no one ever wants to have, but it happens every year. It's brutal.
I know, right? I know. Yeah. No, I that we've talked about this before on the show, actually, where we like, it's like you run into somebody who you went to high school with, and they go, "Hi, how are you?" And you feel like you have to go, "Hey, this isn't all I do."
Right.
Like I sell jewelry on Etsy, I swear. You know, I do some other shit. I'm not just a fucking. And it's like, why? Why do we have to do that? We're working, motherfucker.
You never like what are other things that people, I don't know, like, so when I sold furniture, same thing. I was so defensive, right? Because of that same thing where I'm just like, I'm doing more than this. Oh, well, I'm actually like, my sales pitch was welcome to Sleepyland. How can I help you? I'm also a comedian. You know, it's like I couldn't get that out.
Hey, that helps.
Like, right. Like I couldn't get that out fast enough in my mind because I didn't want them to think that. But then people would say things like, I don't know, they would just imply that they're doing better than me and like, "Hey, you know, I'll help you out." And you know what? Hey, how about this? I really like what you did. Here's an extra $20 or something like that. And I'd struggle to like fucking take that because it'd just be like, "Fuck you, man. I don't want to act like, oh, thank you for that $20. I don't know. Were there ever like those subtle humiliations or things that people would say? I can't even think of showing up at a party. I don't give a shit if it's 12-year-old fucking girls having a birthday party. I'd feel like a fucking loser.
That's worse. Dude, I had people like Chell, people would ask me all the time. They go, "What else do you do?" That was the big question. What else do you do?
Oof.
And it's like, yes, I do other stuff, but that's still, even though I do other stuff, that question.
I couldn't wait to get answered.
I always just played off the comedy thing, which was not true. And I would just say I'm busy with comedy. Oh, I'm making ends meet with pizza. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a good gig.
I'm just trying to...
You lighten up the load. You lighten up the load by saying, I'm still chasing that dream. I'm so proud of you. That's really, God, stand-up comedy. That's really great.
That's really hard business.
Yeah, so it always turns in. I was able to segue it. I was able to pivot, as they say.
Yeah.
You really pivoted fabulously. And do you want to tell people what you're doing now? You fucking stockbroker.
Oh, I saw Joey Vincent post a few months back about AMC, and I just had a feeling. And I saw I invested, and now it's...
He's now my broker.
It looks like it's... Yeah. I'm actually not... Yeah.
Did it work out?
So far.
Big time. He's fucking doing great.
Yeah, I mean, what was your investment turn out to be?
Well, it's still in the process. I mean, it's like it's such a weird thing because it's going to squeeze, which that is really kind of, no one can predict what kind of prices you're going to get. So right now I've increased my what is it? Yeah, I've 5 times my money.
Killer. Yeah.
That's crazy. What is the average? So when you do pizza delivery, like what percentage of the people tip you? Like, I mean, do you get a tip every time? Like, or whatever, like 9 out of 10 times, 8 out of 10 times?
It's probably not, it's not 20%, right? Like on total?
No, it's well, it used to be, but then they started doing the auto, you could select an auto gratuity, and that changed everything. So then it went down to like, you would get 10% tips.
Oh, it went down after you...
Yeah.
Whoa!
Because it was before
Very
tax.
interesting. So do you know what he's talking about, Gabe?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Like the moment, and I'm sure everyone knows, but like, yeah, the moment you could like choose 10%, 15%, or 20%. Why would they ever have 10%?
I always choose more because I'm embarrassed, right? It's like locked in fucking stone.
Why would they have 10% as an option?
Well, I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Like,
that's what sucks. If you don't get someone that pre-tips and then they're like someone's not there to sign, you don't get anything. So you have to just leave, like walking around trying to find whoever's card it is. That was always the thing when you wouldn't get tipped.
How did you feel when they would send their children to the door?
I felt stupid. I hated every minute of it.
How did you feel when they sent their children to the door to pay and tip you?
That's a great question. That was one of those.
A fucking 9-year-old boy is giving you a tip.
Here you go, give it to them. You have to wait for them to waddle over, and they're not even handing it to you. So you're like, I'm waiting for this $1. It's so demoralizing.
I'll tell you how he felt. He felt better than I did when I found that the small children of the owner of the falafel gang were stealing my tips, and then I had to fucking confront the owner about it, and he was like, "Good boys." He's like fucking proud of his kids for stealing my tips off the tables.
That's horrible.
That is. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Chris.
I'm here now.
Where are they, though? They're probably in bigger houses.
Oh, they have much bigger podcasts than me.
Yeah. What? I'm just so surprised that you never had any sexual encounters or anything, just more...
I'm not.
I don't know, bodily type. Like, okay, when I used to deliver houses...
Bodily.
For furniture stuff. Yeah, just more bodily interactions.
Yeah.
I don't know. Going to people's houses is a intense experience. Like just having
especially with that body,
the smell of their houses.
Yeah.
Having to go, like, just every bit of it. Like, like I remember times where we're delivering a mattress and the wife orders it and the husband doesn't know, and you knock on the door and they're like, what are you doing here? And they're fucking intense and kind of pissed, and it's like, well, I don't know, I'm just bringing the mattress. Like it's a weird position to be thrown into.
Your wife wanted me to bring this fuck mat.
Yeah, I don't know. I would just think. I'm just trying to think of all those experiences I had too, like that.
Yeah, it's. I guess it could be weird. I mean, what was the one thing where I got angry? I'll think of it in a second.
What did you do to get extra tips? Like were there? So okay, when I was delivering furniture, we would carry things and we go.
I don't think Chell got extra tips.
Oh no! Like so. I mean, to maximize your tip, like we would carry furniture in, and like I'd start going like just really subtly, like I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. Hang on. I'm gonna drop it, and then like we just act like it's a Herculean effort to deliver this sofa. We'd fucking play it to the hilt, and you would and that's just to get any tip. Would you do that with pizzas?
I would do a lot of limping, and then if it's you're handing them the thing to sign, you're shaking because it's really cold. You're shaking quite a bit.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I got pepperoni knee.
Hold on, with the limp, you'd really limp?
Oh yeah, for sure. I would limp.
You guys are richer than I am.
That's fucking manipulative. I love it.
The subtle, the subtle stuff. I wouldn't.
Why don't you just get a wheelchair?
I wouldn't go above and beyond, like provide
a bit more, sir. A bit more.
I would just limp. That's how I would get an extra tip.
Wow.
How do you know if it works?
Did you ever? So one of the reviews that I read, the people complained that the delivery drivers ask for tips. Did you ever do that or hear of that? Like, I can't believe doing that. Like, I totally believe feeling that.
No, yeah. No.
Like going like, hey, do I get a tip at all? You never said that once?
No, you're not. That's off limits. That's like you're guaranteed to.
Get
Meanwhile,
fired.
they could order the policy at that whole policy about the customer is always right and all that stuff has just gone. It's out of control where we had the policy is you can't accept personal checks, only business checks. And someone called on a Saturday afternoon from the Days Inn in Bloomington, and they said that they asked if you're going to pay the check, and it's a business check. But they ordered like 10 pizzas and like wings and all this stuff. I'm like, there's no way this person has this money. But you had to go deliver it, and it show up. Sure as shit, it's a personal check that she stole. She had one check. So it was like, you have to go do whatever you have to do for the customer, but you can't say, is there a tip? Do you have to have a tip? Like, it's so funny how the disproportionate.
Isn't there like other countries or they get to go like this? They get to go.
Right.
Yeah.
French.
Exactly. Yeah, just
did you ever have moves like because I'm sure some people do forget, they're like multitasking, trying to pay. Oh God, the pizza boy is here. Like, do you ever hear people on the phone where they go, oh, the fucking pizza boy's here, hold on, and then they open the door? Because you definitely hear that shit like before they open the door. Like you hear them yelling at their kids, you hear them do it, like all that shit I used to hear as a furniture delivery. Like, oh, hang on, they're here now, they're early. Like you just get all that shit. People have no fucking filter.
It's so funny.
That's me complaining about that.
I have a huge filter. I'm always like, shut up. There's strangers here that we'll
me
never
too.
see again.
Me too.
We have to act normal. I'm always like that.
Yeah, that's what's funny. That's what's funny is that's so true. It's like there's like our end of the spectrum and then the other end where it's exactly what Gabe is talking about. People do not care what they're yelling,
I know,
or
right?
wearing.
Oh, it's so weird to me.
Crap. There's always like in their underwear. Like it would be guys in his underwear. You're talking about chicks. It was a guy that would answer, old guy, mean, just mean.
Yeah.
Never tip.
You're in my house.
Yeah. So he would always answer in his underwear and a walker.
Did he have the tennis balls on the walker? I'm always intrigued by that.
Well, if he didn't,
Yeah,
he didn't have the
I don't
walker
get
too
that.
long.
When they have the 2 little tennis ball halves on it, but
It's the only way they work.
What
It activates the walker.
did you ever get in a near fight? Like, because when I worked in the furniture store, there'd be people who just piss you off, be so disrespectful that I'd get those heated moments where I'd just be like, all right, I'm just ready to lose this job. Never like anything like that? Or you just fucking took the abuse?
No, I pretty much took the abuse, internalized it, and then just would
Agreed with him silently.
A bottle of vodka.
And left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down a bottle of vodka and Adderall and call you blacked out and yell at you.
You're right.
So-
You're right. I am a fucking loser.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there were times, but I never ever yelled at any of the customers because it's like,
Right. Well, why? When you could yell at me?
You know that they're going to. I mean, they're calling to complain about their Spanish cheeseburger. If someone challenges them and says something, you know they're going to be calling corporate.
What's the most? Did you ever get an unfair complaint
And
or
I
someone
can't
calling
lose it.
about
I
you?
can't. What's that?
Did you ever get an unfair complaint or like them? Just people calling on you about your manner, or getting narked on would be fucking awful in that job. I think.
Yeah, I got someone because I can't handle on the phone because you're just doing the same thing over and over again. And someone didn't know what they were. Oh, I thought she was drunk. She was drunk, but I was so short with her, and then she was complaining, called back and said I was mean or whatever. But it's like I can't not be rude to a drunk person. I'm not gonna placate that much where they're wasted, they don't know what they're ordering, and I can't be rude. That's pushing me too far.
What?
That's where I'm like, I feel somewhat justified in that.
Can we go a little back to your bubblegum shrimp days? Like,
yeah.
So I introduced you as the guy who sort of set the stage for like people like me who really wanted to get into stand-up comedy about working in restaurants. What?
With skin conditions.
Well, I'm starting to have some now. I'm working up to where you were at. But what like how old were you when you started working at Bubblegum Shrimp Company?
Just out of college.
In the mall there. Yeah.
No, it was at Navy Pier in Chicago.
Can I have some booze, please? Yeah, just whatever you're pouring there, Gabe.
My favorite thing is when I told Chris Maddock a couple years ago, what was the name of that show you did? Hook and Ladder?
Yeah.
I stopped drinking, and I just happened to mention it, and he just looked at me and goes, "You don't look that different to me." I haven't drank for like a couple months. He goes, "You don't look that different to me." Like he sized me up. It was my favorite thing ever.
I just was trying to be funny, and I probably ruined your life or whatever. But
no, it was funny. I know. I honestly, it was made me laugh.
No, I remember you said that, and it made me feel bad. That.
Wow.
Look at this. Look at what Gabe likes to do here.
Ooh, good one.
Hey, will you put Chell up, and will you put the other camera angle there?
Sure.
For me. All right, Chell, will you look to your right, maybe? Yeah, and then just pucker your lips there. So.
That's not working like you're thinking. But there, nope, almost.
Man, your head's big. All right.
Not for long. The fucking guy's been running for the last 2 hours.
Chell, you got to come in studio so we can kiss for real.
I'm really...
Yeah, I'm there next time for sure.
Cool.
Chell, can we get your analysis on this?
Sure thing.
Okay, don't say anything. So we think what's happening is she's feeding him a bean, and then she puts the rest of the bean back.
It's impossible to know.
Look at what she does. She takes a bean, she puts it in his mouth. It's filled with ketchup, and he goes, "That has a good bean there," and then she puts it back.
But his confidence.
What is that from?
His confidence is off the charts.
We also think it's two actors that are uncomfortable with each other.
Watch how the woman looks off camera for support from the director.
Right here. Watch.
Right?
Help!
And then look how tight his temple skin is. Watch this. You'll never see tighter temple skin when he smiles. Just one fold?
Make this over. Make this be over now.
One fold?
So we've really, I think, got to the bottom of that thing.
Yeah.
This is what we like to call the poor woman. Because she has a lot of pores in her.
Where do you guys find? Oh my! Where do you find this stuff?
This is just I like to scour for
royalty free,
for a lot of royalty free content, a lot of B-roll.
Gabe, all right, I've got some stuff. I didn't know what to do with it, and you'll love it. You'll be great at breaking it down.
Oh, good.
It's gold for you.
Yeah, we will.
Hey, that sounds like a great idea, Chell.
Yeah. Whatever. Good timing, G-Dog.
I don't know why I have nothing for this one, but I just really like it. I don't know why.
I don't like this one.
You don't, huh? Okay, well, your wish is my command.
Looks like we got a new one.
Yeah.
Is that a toilet?
I was trying to do this one, too, this highway to Chris, but I can't get it to work.
I like that.
Now if you move the other...
Wait.
There we go. And then this is my new favorite, besides the guy, is this one.
Man,
this woman's just off the charts.
I use this one.
Now that's acting. She's actually the Portuguese Meryl Streep.
Yeah, you gotta get audio with that to really know how powerful it is.
Yeah, when you turn the audio on, it's the hills are alive with the sound of music. That's the way that one goes.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. Well, this is a great show. I had a lot of fun. A lot of good laughs.
Good, I did too. Yeah, it's good to see you guys again.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
We got Kevin Essling. Oh, sorry, we got a couple comments. We got Kevin Essling, Hall of Famer.
Do you have a real job?
Oh, we should tell the Chell.
Yeah.
Kevin Essling has given the Heimlich maneuver twice in his service industry career. Can you believe that? 2 successful.
That's intense.
It blows me away. Have you ever even seen that?
Both successful.
No, I saw that once at Bubba Gump Mall of America, and there was a guy, and he was choking, and it just started, and I think he stood up, and I just remember there's that moment when no one wants to grab a stranger and start, give them a Heimlich.
Right.
But people are like, how does this need to happen? And then some woman just got angry. Somebody help him! And I just remember the anger in her voice. Like there wasn't like desperation or like it was just she was angry, and I'll never forget that. But yeah, those are intense moments for sure.
Hey,
dude, my dad. Do you know this about Jeff Maddock? I don't know if he's still listening, but my dad. So I go home one time, like maybe 10 years ago. I go home, and I find a letter on the dining room table. And it's this very formal letter, and I could tell it's addressed to the place that my dad works at, the car dealership. And I just sort of pick it up and read it. And this woman is detailing how your employee saved my husband's life. I go, Mom, what is this? Oh, your dad doesn't talk about that. Well, we were out at, Phil's Terra Hideaway in Stillwater, and somebody was like, there was like a big, and they were at a big table of like 15 people. They were at a big party, and no one there knew what to do as this person was like choking. And my dad said, "Relax." He, as all accounts say, took a drink first. Put the drink down.
That's awesome.
Calmly walked over and ho-choo-cha, and just howked this person's passageway.
Did you ask your dad if he did that?
He goes, "Oh yeah, everyone was freaking out."
You know what's weird is that it's crazy, chaotic moment, and everyone stops, the whole restaurant, and all of a sudden that piece of meat comes out, and then everyone's like, "Oh, okay," and then it sits down and start eating again. Like, it's such a crazy.
That won't happen to me.
shift.
Right?
I don't have to worry about that. That won't happen to me.
Why is that?
Like that's well, hey, didn't you see someone get stabbed at Three Monkeys when you worked at Three Monkeys?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, is that? Yeah. Well, yeah. It was like.
Did you like that? Or?
It was at that. It's no longer there. Three Monkeys across from Music Box Theater in Loring Park, and it's just.
Oh yeah, I remember that place.
Rough.
That is a dark place.
Yeah,
Like just
I agree.
that,
Yeah.
The
that
energy
area.
there.
It's been so many different businesses, and it's such a dark area. As I say, hiccuping.
Yeah,
Jesus,
it's not.
that was
It was
bad.
a horrible place to work. There was a just kind of crazy white dude, and then a black guy and his nephew, and they're all sitting at the bar, and they're just kind of going back and forth, and the one guy, it's this older black guy. He's like, "You see this? You see what he's doing to me?" He's like, he's got that raspy voice. "You see what he's doing to me?" And I look over the bar, and he's got a knife, and he's pushed it, he's poked, he's cut, and then he gets his nephew, who's this big guy, right next to him. He's like, "Look at this." He goes, "It ain't my problem." And so I'm like,
where'd
"Well,
he
I guess
poke
it's
him?
not that big of a deal." So
He said it
was,
ain't my problem.
yeah, it ain't my problem.
After he stabbed him?
He kind of was sticking him, saying, "I'm gonna stab you," and then he said, like, to his nephew, "You're gonna do something about like," and he's like, "It ain't my problem." And
Did he only kind of half stab him?
Kind of half stab him, yeah.
Like a threat stab?
But just to put
Yeah.
the blade in at all, it's almost sexual, in my
Right,
opinion.
I had to cut him off. We didn't ask him to leave though. He's having fun.
'cause he-
Right, there's no more.
you don't gotta leave, but you can't stay here.
Did you ever have any? What's the most you've seen someone eat,
While stabbed.
or non-stabbed? Nothing that sticks out.
I guess.
What's
it
the
did
worst
kinda-
injury you've ever seen on the job?
Me, I cut my finger. See that scar right there?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So I was bartending and making my smoothies, like the Run Forest Run. It's really good. It's got strawberries, oranges, bananas, and strawberry non-fat frozen yogurt.
Sick.
And
At Bubba Gump?
I was putting the glass back in the freezer, and I'm so short. I got my little chimp arms, and I couldn't reach.
You got a
and
big
so
belly to make up for it.
I hit the floor. The glass shattered, and my finger went right into it. So it was spurting. Blood was. It hit cut the. What's it called?
Mhm.
So blood was spurting, like literally spurting all over the place.
The subliminal vein.
Put that stupid thing. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Take that
it's
down.
pretty
Okay, I'm
hard
sorry.
to deal with, right?
sorry.
So your injury was the worst one you ever saw.
Yeah, someone got dead too, but that wasn't working that day.
Okay,
Could have happened.
you
Anyway.
never saw it.
No.
Shit. What else?
I was just gonna close out with an old Servitude classic, Chris.
Okay,
If you're good at this, because I don't think Chris is Chell has ever seen this,
let's do it.
and I've got both of you guys here. But this is a we got and whoops. Here, hang on. So we asked people to do this when they Chris recorded some audio when he was working in the service industry, and we always encourage any of our listeners to do this. Record your interactions with your clients and send them in. Well, we had someone who watches the show who owns a bar, and during COVID, they had to take community peanuts away. And this is the phone call they got for taking community peanuts
I love
away.
This.
So yeah,
love
so Chell, you'll see the text at the bottom of the screen to see what the guy's saying.
I'm so mad.
I dare you say you're going to love this, Chell.
Yeah, we're very proud of this.
Love this. Wow.
For people like us.
Good luck in your future.
I don't think we'll be coming back. We'll probably spread the word.
Wow.
I hope you do a great thing.
That's personal. It's like Clint Eastwood.
Deeply personal.
Yep.
God, that's so
We
awesome.
think it's a travesty.
It's wronged. He's been wronged.
And he'll probably not come back.
Imagine if you imagine if you brought that guy cold pizza.
Right? It's scary that these people are out there, that they really do function. These are the things that set them off.
And that they have the power to hurt someone's business like that.
Yeah, he kind of sounded like he kind of was threatening, you know?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt at all.
All right.
Thank
Super good to see you,
man.
Chell.
And Chell, do you have anything to promote that you'd like to promote? AMG or AMC stock?
Buy AMC.
All right.
Yeah.
And if you ever see Chell's name to do stand up, we strongly
He's my favorite.
yes, we think you should go see him. Is what we mean.
Oh, thanks, sweeties. You guys are the best. Love you guys.
Oh man, this was so
Love you
fun.
back,
Thank
buddy.
you very much for doing it.
Yeah, I would love to do it. I'd love to be in studio and do it with you guys.
For sure. Please do.
Next
Chris,
time.
fucking start rocking out, man.
All right. Thank you, Chell. Good night.
Show these people what cock rock really looks like.
Spot sweeping the spots that need it. Once over, just get the big stuff real quick. Not looking for perfection, just make sure the spots that you sweep look better than when you began. The show is called Servitude, that's why it's called Servitude. We call it all Servitude. Gabe is a furniture dude. Servitude. Sleaziest